gonna do a quick check on the little kitties. Hey, darlings. Meow. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's doing great. They always like to greet me when I come out here. Okay. Let's walk around this direction. I'm gonna show y'all the garden right quick. First, I'm gonna take you here. I had zinnias planted here last year, and it was real beautiful. I moved that here last year, but I'm not really liking it right there. So it's an old water tank, stock tank, and the bottom was rusted out. But I'm gonna drag it and probably put it somewhere else and plant my zinnias there this year in front of my barn. I've got to clean off the porch now. The kittens are out of the barn. Halal'YAHUAH for that. But I finally was able to grass eat. I don't call it weed eat because I just don't. I was finally to grass eat right down here. And all these sunflowers you see, these pretty sunflowers, are all volunteer. I had sunflowers here last year, and they went all the way down, except in front of my barn door. So these are volunteer from last year. And this is my first sunflower of the year that has bloomed. And I think that's so pretty. That's a sweet little darling right there. All right. It's my thing, yeah. I just kept getting text. So then I've got some down yonder where I planted last year also. Now this is my little herb patch. It looks so much better since I've gotten in here. But I did plant my hydrangea bush today. It has just got so many more flower heads on it. And I put this wired cage around it. It's just old fencing that was made into a circle, and it fit perfectly on top of it. See my little new growths? They're so pretty. My grandma Betty May, I just can't get over. And my grandma Sadie had these big blue snowball bushes, we call them, you know, so. But, yeah, I'll take you in my little herb patch. My calendula and my oh gosh, what was that? It was something, I'll think of the name. But it began with a B. Borage. I have not seen come back, but then again, all this came in its place, and I need to thin all this mess out. Well, not mess, it's plantain, and it's a certain kind of grass, and violet leaves. It's not mess. You can actually do things with all of that. But they might be buried underneath there. I need to check that out. But here is one of my lamb's ears blooming. This is its second year, and it's so beautiful. It's YAHUSHA, beautiful. And there's more down here. And then my peppermint, which is, it's in here. But the red clover, which is wonderful, especially if you harvest the red clover to use for remedial purposes. But it kind of took over in my herb patch this year, and I'm having to get it out. I'm going to take the heads off first and get some of the clover and then get them out of here because it's kind of making my other herbs suffer. You know, they're not as full because the clover is growing up in between it. And then this is my pretty marshmallow plant, second year, and it's fixing to bloom. It's got all kinds of little blooms going on, fixing to. My johnswort, and I need to be out here harvesting these blooms because that's what you make your remedies with. And I've got plenty coming. I just need to remember to get out here and do it. There's some sage down yonder. My lemon balm, I harvested some of that and made some lemon balm tea. And this I'm excited about because last year was its first year. This is its second year. And it's my purple echinacea. Something's been eating its sweet little leaves. But I've got more blooms coming. So I'm going to get that bloom. And I have, what grows wild here on the farm is the yeller echinacea, which is kind of a rarer echinacea. But it's the yeller echinacea instead of the purple. So I make remedies with both. But this is the first year I grew this one on the farm, and I'm excited about that. That is so cool. Then some more lamb's ear. And it was actually hidden amongst all the grass and the clover and some fleabane, which here's some fleabane right here. And it's got remedial properties. But this is my catnip, not catnip. And then coming over here is my comfrey. I've harvested a right smart of that so far. So, and I need to come in here and gather some to make some comfrey tea for plant-based fertilizer for my garden, and get that started. Okay, now let's go out of my herb patch, which is beautiful to walk in now. And my hydrangeum, little deal pickle. Ain't that what you are? You're a little dill pickle, ain't you, baby? I fix my fence because I know not to go in my he can't meow, he just pow. Alright, I'm gonna walk y'all over here and let you see my garden. Now I have a hose draped over the T-post because I was watering my garden with a stand sprinkler. But it doesn't do really what I need it to do in these hot days. So I changed that back out, and I've got my handle sprayer over there. So this is the garden right now. I think the last time y'all seen it, it was kind of bare. I had just put stuff in the ground. I've got to cut that grass there, and I'm going to go ahead and till that grass up. That way I don't have to keep fooling with it. But this is what it's looking like so far. And I'll take y'all inside of it. Okay, this is the area. I can't remember if I showed y'all this or not. Deal, get off of me, son. I cleaned out this area where it had all that mess in it. And this I'm going to prettify. It's already pretty, but I'm going to prettify it some more. I love that section there. All right, let's go in. Turn off my solar panel. All right, cross over. Be careful, these fences. They'll about half kill you sometimes. There's my rose bush. I've got to get it in the ground. Here's my strawberry plants. They're really getting bigger and beautiful. They're producing some berries, not a lot. But this is the first year. But they're growing real pretty. Okay, so I'm trying not to make this video too long. There is my squash plants. This row is half squash and half beans. So what we're going to do is we'll just do this here. This is my tater row. It goes all the way down to the end. And then there is some wild mullein plants growing. I'll let them get tall and I'll harvest the leaves. Over here is my squash plants. Okay, and we'll do the cattle panels in a minute. So sometimes, you know, there's some spaces where the taters didn't come up, but very few. This is just how everything's looking. It's so beautiful. And there's another row of taters that kind of blend in with the greenery, so to speak. But there, now you can maybe see it. Goes all the way down there. So this is tater rows and squash. Big old patch of stinging nettle I've got to harvest. Love that stuff. It is amazing. Stinging nettle is a blood cleanser or blood detoxifier. It's wonderful for energy. It's great for your growth of your hair. It's just all around an awesome herb. Okay, squash. And then there's my beans, my bush beans. That's one set of them. They begin right there. And they go down. And then my second set, you'll see where they start. So anyway, this is taters. I've got to till this area right here. Some growth going on here. And till down these rows again. And there's the start of my onions. I don't know if you can see them or not. But you probably can see them better now. See, there they go, all the way down there. They go all the way right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard. And then my taters. I continue. And then there's my another little short row of onions. See? And like I said, I've got to till this row right here beside of it. So that's my tater rows and my onion rows. We're going to come down here and turn real quick like. Rest of my beans. This is this angle of my garden. And I just planted my sweet tater slips today. So they look kind of puny. But there's 4 rows. There's around 40 plants. But yeah, they look kind of puny. Because like I said, I just put them in the ground. So pretty soon they will be looking a lot better than that. Alright, now let's go back this direction. And I've got to hoe this. But here's some cucumber plants coming up. You can see the plants. So I've got to get in here and get all this extra out. There's some on the other side. You can see those a lot better. There's not as much grass over there. Here's some of the wild ones I left, or volunteers. And I'm just going to tame them to climb up these arches. Some more over yonder. Then we move over to my cantaloupes. Some over yonder. Now, my gourds, I do not see any popping up down here. But there is one over yonder by itself that popped up. So I'm going to replant some more gourd seeds and see if I can't get them to come up. Because I want gourds. I really, really want gourds. Watermelons. Over yonder too. And like I said, I've got to get all that just nitpicked through. Some areas it's alright and some areas it ain't. This is my pumpkins. My sugar pie pumpkins. Doing beautifully, both sides. And this is my greasy grit beans. They all come up on this side and that side right there. So there's you a look down here. My maters and peppers are still in my little green bean greenhouse, but they will be going out here. They're doing great. And then I finally got my peas in the ground. I put up these 2. These were half-piece cattle panels, or yeah, I'd say about half-piece. So I stuck them up, or maybe a third of the size of one, either or. And I planted my sugar peas here a few days ago, and you can see them fixing to pop out of the ground. Halal'YAHUAH. And then you come over here, and you can see one coming out of the ground. So they're all in that line. They'll be coming out. And then I planted my carrots right here. Haven't got really much action going on with my carrots yet. But we will soon have action going on with carrots. And then I planted me some okra right down yonder. And now I've got that patch on there to get some corn thrown in. So that's the garden out here. That's to catch you up on the look of it and the growth of it, because last time I think y'all didn't, I ain't showed it to y'all in a couple of weeks maybe. I think I've recorded some videos, blueberry plant, one that died. But I don't think I ever posted them. So yeah. Baby walnut. This is a walnut tree that is shading it out here. So down here, I'm going to go right here on the left side, all the way down. And I'm going to plant my lettuces, broccolis, cauliflowers, and all that. Go ahead and get that in the ground. So that'll be out of the way, and I can walk the whole area directly on right here, all the way down. So yep, that's my garden update and my herbal little patch update. So let me kind of get back here and get a fine little turn look of it. So the maters and the peppers are coming soon. And then of course my strawberries and that over there. All right. That's about it. I will definitely be sharing updates with y'all. Y'all get out and go grow something. Looks like this tree's going to be producing walnuts this year. The other ones won't be because they produced them so much last year, and I think walnuts do every other year. I think pecans do the same thing. But there'll be walnuts on this tree. I've been getting them out of my garden. Y'all go grow something. Go read your scriptures. Shalom from Hill'Top Hollar. Halal'YAHUAH.